Welcome back to the morning show on Tobago Updates Television. I am Adanna Combie, and we're just about 7:53 a.m. So if you're getting to work for 8, if you're not already there climbing those stairs into your office, then you might be late, but still be safe on our nation's roads. All right, we continue conversations this morning in studio, and this morning we're speaking to representatives of the THTI, that is the Tobago Hospitality and Tourism Institute, as we accelerate your ambition. And we're speaking this morning with Kirton Sorias, the Executive Chairman, Sonia Phillips, Dean of Academic Service, and Shermaine Rivers, a lecturer this morning. So we want to know, what is Accelerate Your Ambition? Good morning and welcome.
Pleasant. Good morning. Good morning.
Right. And so, of course, every time we talk about THDI, we know we're talking about something that has to do with your hands. You have to use your hands, because we're talking about catering, we're talking about hospitality, we're talking about all these types of niceties that even I want to be a part of sometimes. And so this morning we're talking about Accelerate Your Ambition, which is a program that you guys are hosting, I believe, starting from today. So
yes.
Let's get into it. What is it all about, and what can we expect?
Well, actually, been in the industry for 30 years and driving through Tobago on a daily basis to different communities. You see the youths on the street, liming, talking to each other all day. And I said to myself, what can I do to fix this problem? And you also have the private sector suffering for employees. So I said, one day, once I get the opportunity, I will fix this problem. So I spoke to my Dean of Academics, Miss Phillips. I said, what about this idea? I sent it to her. She said, yeah, I love it. Yes, I love this idea. So I said, sort it out, we're going ahead with it.
Right.
I was also saying to my deputy chairman, what do you think? She said, excellent idea. I said, yes, we're starting this thing, making it happen. And so here we are.
Right. And what does the program entail? What can participants expect? Should they sign up for this
Well,
program?
First of all, before you sign up, you must be unemployed.
Okay. What are criteria? But I understand.
Right, you must be unemployed, because we want to certify you to be employed.
Right.
Right. So we're going to give you the fishing line. We're going to teach you to fish, and up to you to go out there and catch the fish.
Right.
All right. So you must be unemployed. You have to go to your area representative office to sign up for the program. It's for $1. And someone may ask, why $1? But you're unemployed. You also have to find your way up there, your own transport, and also get your own meals. So that's the reason why the $1 costs. All right? And you will be getting a certificate of achievement. So you can take to these employers to seek employment.
Right. And what are some of the areas that will be covered in this program?
Food and beverage, mixology, and housekeeping.
Absolutely awesome. And so you said unemployed, but is there like an age group that we could look forward to?
From 17 upwards.
Right.
There's no limit when you go up.
All right. I know THTI, as I said, they always provide courses that are very, very engaging. So how long is the program running for?
The program will run for 1 week. It is primarily practical in nature. And at the end of the week, the student will get a certificate listing all of the skill sets and so on that they would have acquired over the course of the week. And then they can use that, as Mrs. Sorias said, to go out and seek employment.
And I know you mentioned 3 categories. I think you said food and beverage, housekeeping, and mixology.
Yes.
So the participants engaging in all 3 of them, or is it that you select which one you want?
The participants would have selected which area they would be interested in receiving training in.
So that there can be a concentration in that particular field.
Yes.
Because I'm thinking if you participate in all, I mean, you might get the information from all, but you want to get that measure of concentration.
Right.
So at your certification would have, the content in it to say that you have participated in it. And tell me, what are the lectures like in terms of engagement of your persons who register for your programs?
Well, it's very hands-on. And that's because I'm going to be lecturing on food and beverage service. I've been in the industry for over 35 years, and I have a passion for this. They're like, even when you talk to persons, you often tell them there's a difference between service and servitude. And if I know industry suffers, because a lot of people think that it's beneath them, but I always say it's a career. I chose this. I rose from bottom up. I've worked hard, and I still work very hard. And I want people to understand, so it's very, very much engaging. We'll do everything. It's all role plays. So you understand from the customer's perspective, and you as a server, what you do and what you're not supposed to do. I mean, we lack the service industry is really lacking. Not just in Tobago, but in Trinidad. It is really lacking.
And I want to agree with you there. And I like the hands-on approach where you have role play because, I mean, you can present a lecture, you can give them all the theory, they can take all the notes that they know, they could revise the notes and pass the exam. But the practical aspect of it, sometimes they don't have a hold of it. Because I know sometimes you might come across a scenario that we didn't talk about in theory, but it happens.
Correct.
How do we do it? So I'd really like to see how that rolls out in terms of how the persons participate. And in your history, you said you have 35 years in the industry. In your history in teaching and lecturing and delivering these lectures, what has it been like for participation? Because sometimes you have to prompt them. Come on, let's do the role play. How has it been?
Well, actually, right now I'm actually lecturing food and beverage service at hotel school. So I had one class. My final class was yesterday, Sunday. And like I said, we don't leave until everybody gets it right. And when it's everybody gets it right. So it's interesting because now some people sit as a customer and, of course you ask all the questions and you realize, oh God, this is what I normally do and I shouldn't. Oh, I'm not supposed to say this. Oh, gosh, give me another chance because they're actually seeing themselves now. So it's not just about, it's how you serve, what you do, when you do, how to interact with the customer, conversations to keep being friendly but not familiar. It's not the darling and we love that our culture, but that is not what customers expect. It's not about meeting customers' expectations, but exceeding the expectations. So it's when you see them engage and you realize, oh yes, they get in this, yeah.
Right. And I really would like for people to start registering for this. What has it been like in terms of the feedback? Have people started registering? What are the numbers looking like? Do we have the capacity? Are we still asking people, please come and register? What is it like?
Well, we have already received quite a number of nominations from the different constituencies, but we do encourage persons who are interested in participating in this program to please contact the area representative because you may not be able to be accommodated, of course, for cycle 1, which is this week, but you can be accommodated for cycle 2. So don't miss out on this opportunity. Where else can you actually change your life for $1?
Right. And you said, I know you mentioned that you have to register through your area representative's office, and then you said about nomination. So for those who might be a little bit uncertain, what is the actual process? I go to my area representative's office, I put my name down. Is it a selection process, or am I guaranteed that once I go, I put my name down, I'm part of the cycle? How does it work?
I think it would be a case of first come, first serve, and also need.
Right, and this is based on the capacity that you're able to accommodate at one point in time.
Yes, and we are not training everybody at once. So this week, from today until Friday, it's cycle 1, and then we are able to accommodate a new batch of students starting on the 15th for cycle 2. And this week we are starting with over 40 students.
Right.
So it must be at least 10 persons from each constituency.
Right, understood. And so I now get a clearer picture as to what it would look like. So even though we have full capacity, there's cycle 2 and possibly a cycle 3. I'm just, going ahead of you. Of course, depending, of course, on the reviews from those who participate now. And as you said, for $1, can you go wrong with that? Getting a certification from the THDI, of course, as we know, is a recognized institution here on the island of Tobago, providing that measure of service. And I know you always have something happening at THDI. Always always happening. So what else can we expect coming from THDI during this period?
Oh, I love that you asked that question. Actually, this week as well, we are starting the practical portion of our Nestle Young Barista Training Program, which is being done in partnership with Nestle. And they are training our students and some members of the industry in, those skill sets on how to become a barista. So, pulling the espresso shot, the latte art and that type of thing. And of course, as usual, we have our student dinners. We have an exciting student event coming up for the emancipation period. It's going to be on Sunday, July the 28th, Freedom, the brunch, right? So we would like to invite all the persons that usually support us to come out and give us your usual support. It is a collaborative effort between the Food Preparation 2 class for this summer, the PATH program, Fundamentals of Dining Room, that Shermaine is currently lecturing, as well as our Events Management class. So I'd like to, details will follow, but I would like to just put that out there, look forward to that. It's going to be fantastic.
Of course. And THDI, I think, is an unsung hero, right? People don't really recognize the types of programs that you roll out and also the certification that one can attain. Should you enroll in a full-time program, let's say, I don't know how long the programs are, if it's a year, 2 years, however long, when you complete, what type of certification do you walk away with? You can walk up to an institution and say, listen, I have this certification and now I'm ready for employment. What is the level of certification you can attain from your full-time courses?
Several levels. We have, of course, the associate degrees that we offer in 4 areas. Culinary arts is, of course, the most popular, but we also offer an associate degree in food and beverage, in hospitality studies, as well as tourism studies. And because we are focused on that practical skill set, students complete an internship where they actually have to be placed in a hotel, a restaurant, etc., and that qualifies them for their associate degree, and then they can, they can seek employment, having been given the opportunity to engage in quite a bit of practical work.
Absolutely awesome. And in closing, what would you like to share with our viewers this morning to encourage them to come out, or whether it's the Accelerate Your Ambition or whatever programs that you might be offering at the THDI?
Okay, for the people with A.Y.A, they must be on time. When you come to THDI, you must behave in a way that, so it's not automatic certification. Your lecturers will choose the people who pass the program and who deserve certification. So manners, be on time for the program, and also we have more programs coming up, have more plans to roll out more programs soon. So stay tuned for more programs coming out to THDI.
That's right.
We're not going to stop.
That's right. That's right. Always coming from THDI. Always something engaging, always something to look forward to. This morning we've been speaking with Kirton Sorias, Executive Chairman, Sonia Phillips, Dean of Academic Services, and Shermaine Rivers, lecturer here at the THDI, as they engage in their summer programs, Accelerate Your Ambition, and other programs that will be rolled out at the THDI, so you can call and register to be a part of what's going on there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is where we end the morning show on Tobago Updates Television, but it's not where we end our programming. We continue on with GMT, and we ask you to stay with us. And as you stay with us, of course, we ask you to help us share the live, share the live, share the live.